Bet one, bet 'em all. This is Sprawl and Call, and I'm your host, C. Rich, also representing ACSLive.tv for anything Michigan fighter MMA related. Don't check out YouTube, check out ACSLive.tv. We're going to kick it off with UFC Fight Night, Bisping versus Silva. And it should be that way because the blue and the red corner and the wording is mixed up. So, yeah, that's what it is. We're going to kick it off with the main card. Main event, Anderson Spider Silva versus Michael the Count Bisping. Silva sitting at a minus 320 with Bisping coming at a plus 260. Well, you know what? If you haven't done your research for these two fighters and you don't know who they are, you probably need to just not be watching predictions videos and watching some previous fights, because you guys all better know these guys and what they are capable of. When it comes down to it, the Spider is past his prime. Michael Bisping, he is a point striker. This guy has amazing cardio. If he takes you anywhere past the third round, you are going to get punched in the face at least 3 to 4 times to your one punch. Chang Li, whatever the hell his name is. I made good money because I bet Bisping round 4. I knew that's when he was going to finish. I did round 4 and round 5. Just because the accumulative amount of strikes that is done to one's face adds up over the amount of a fight. And that, I believe, is what is going to happen to Anderson Silva in this fight. And therefore, I am picking the underdog in Michael Bisping. And I will be putting some type of money on him, whether it be a parlay or a little bit of straight money. Not a large bet. It's a hard one to do. But firmly picking Michael Bisping for the win. Next, in the co-main event, we got Gegard Moussi and Thales Leites. Gegard Moussi, the guy's a veteran. He's got about 70 pro fights, whether it's between boxing, kickboxing, and MMA. This guy is a veteran of the sport. He has beaten the best of the best, but yet still can't claim the title for the UFC Gold. Thales Leites, this guy is a brick shithouse. Basically, the guy hits with hammers and he kicks with hammers. The only thing with Thales that scares me sometimes is a little bit of fight IQ. He kind of gets the macho man thought process going on in some of these fights, and that's not something that you really want to get into with Gegard. Gegard, he's a brain fighter. He fights with his IQ and not necessarily with his hands. And from past experience, I've always learned never, take this one to the books too, never bet Gegard Moussi inside the distance by submission or by TKO. Because more chances than not, you are going to lose if you take one of those bets, because he is too smart and he will just ride out around. He'll punch you in the face, take you down real quick, and he'll just do enough to keep his position on there and just wear you out. Unless he gets some kind of random head kick or such, it's not going to be a finish unless it's a lower level fighter. A very lower level fighter. And Thales Leites isn't one of those. This will be a kind of tough fight for him. But this should be a really pretty easy bet in a Gegard at a minus 320. I would recommend parlaying him with someone else and getting some even money. Next we got Tom Breese, Keita Nakamura. Tom Breese betting line actually just went up from a minus 1,000 to a minus 1,100. Shit. Even in the distance is sitting at about a minus 350. Well, there's not much I can say about Nakamura. There's really not. I mean, he's got an okay record against not good fighters over in Asia. And it's kind of a term in the UFC that some of us like to say, hey, we got a young fighter, we want him to shine, let's bring over an Asian fighter for him to demolish. It's never been said by Dana White or Joe Silva. But we all know what happens when we bring an Asian fighter from South Korea, Japan, China, Vietnam. I mean, really any of them. Any of those guys. Not dissing. There is a lot of good fighters that come out of the, the Asian culture. But Nakamura is not one of those. Put him on your DraftKings lineup. You want some easy points? Do that. You can also put him in your parlays. A little bit of juicer. Make about $6 per 20 extra that you'll put on him. Moving on. Brad Picket. Francisco Trinaldo. Francisco Rivera. Sorry. Rivera is the favorite. Sitting on minus 180 with Brad Picket at a plus 160. Very interesting. Francisco just got knocked out by Lineker last fight in a basically first round all-out brawl fight of the night. It was a good fight. But he was swinging very wild. And Brad Pickett's not going to really put up with that. The guy's a boxer. He's a precision boxer. Francisco likes to wing haymakers and hooks. Pickett, I believe, is going to jab the hell out of his face and take him down right away. If you haven't seen the recent articles, that actually there was a good one by MMA Junkie, I think they threw it out. Brad Pickett is at a stepping stone, we could say, in his career. This is do or die for him. If he does not win this fight, he might only have one fight left in him in the UFC. Who knows, by the way things are going, he might even get cut after this fight if he loses. But he's a really good fighter. He's fought the top competition. He's beat top competition. And came up short at the same time. I think the underdog bet and the play for tonight is Brad Pickett. And with them being over in England, being in his home crowd, I think we're going to see wonders. And therefore, Brad Pickett for the TKO and the underdog pick. Last but not least, Makwan Americanani and Mike Wilkinson. Mike is pretty good, actually, but he's mainly a wrestling-based guy. And Makwan, well, the guy's a media star. It's kind of like the Ken doll of MMA fighting in a way. For Europeans. Nonetheless, the guy's amazing at submissions. And if Wilkinson is, kind of the wrestler base, even if he does take him down, I really believe he's going to throw a triangle or get a good reversal and grab some type of arm or leg crank. I don't think it's going to end up being a choke. I think Makwan's gonna grab an arm and twist that to all hell. And the one bet that I actually have made already for this play card, I took America Yanni and Gegard Moussi at even odds, 20 for 20. So, hey, thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to check out the page, sprawlandcall.com. Subscribe to the channel. Like the little thumbs up button down there. Forever and always, don't blow your bankrolls.